Did you wake up this morning feeling like a lion or a lamb? Let's talk about it. Stay tuned. Howdy, folks. It is another beautiful day here in Virginia. We got this warm front coming in. I'm in a t-shirt. I decided to just hang out in my gym shorts today, work from home office. So, t-shirt, gym shorts, cruising around. Even Missy's down here wanted to come out and hang out while I shot this video. One of the things I wanted to chat about was kind of getting into the whole, self-awareness, mental health mindset of entrepreneurship. One of the things I struggle with is sometimes and there's no reason behind it, but some mornings I'll wake up feeling like a lion, where I'm just ready to tackle the world, take on everything, and win. And then other days, I call it waking up like a lamb, where I'm like, oh God, do I have to adult today? Do I have to entrepreneur today? Do I have to consultant today? I don't want to talk to clients today. So, but of course, you have to snap past that. But what are some of the techniques that that I use to snap past that, and maybe you can take something away from this, and it'll help you out. Because entrepreneurship is definitely, like I always preach, it's a lonely game. It's definitely a mental game. Because the one thing about having a job is you get hired, woo, and then 2 weeks later you have a paycheck in your mailbox or shot into your bank account. That's great. Entrepreneurship's a little different. Okay, it takes a while to build that paycheck, and even after that time period, you still get those drops in the paycheck. Okay, so nothing's ever guaranteed. So that definitely plays into the mental game a little bit. So yesterday, for no reason in particular, I woke up what I'd call feeling like a lamb, okay? And when I feel like a lamb, things affect me a little bit more, okay? I worked all week on one proposal, and the client was like, hey, thanks for the proposal, Aaron. We'll review it and get back to you. And I'm like, you're sitting there, when you're like a lion, you're like, okay, cool, on to the next one. Let's keep going. When you're like a lamb, it's like, I spent 12 hours on that proposal they asked for. Now they're like, hey, we'll get back to you. And that gets to you a little bit. Or had a couple people reschedule my podcast, which is totally understandable, totally not a big deal. We rescheduled, life is good. But I'm like, now I got to shift my schedule. And it's like everything is a challenge when you're feeling like a lamb, okay? And again, there's no rhyme or reason to it. Just some days you wake up that day. It's called, some people refer to it as waking up on the wrong side of the bed. So yesterday, I did what I had to do. I got what I needed to get done. And no one ever really noticed how I was feeling like the lamb. And I said, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna take a couple hours off and go for a hike. I hadn't been hiking all month because either the weather's been bad or the trails have been suck. It's winter, obviously. So I went and basically murdered myself on about a 4.5 mile hike. When you're not, when you don't hit the trails in over a month and you pull 4.5 miles on hills at a fast pace, you're like, oh God, that kills you. So anyway, I went for a hike yesterday, and I just kind of kept mellow yesterday. I didn't really try to shake the world. I didn't try to set the world on fire. And then this morning I woke up a little lambish, but after a little caffeine, the lion started coming out. So I think I'm back to the lion again. But some of the things when you wake up feeling like the lamb, and even when you're feeling like the lion, you have to understand it. You have to care for yourself, okay? Because everybody else is so wrapped up in their own life and their own business, stuff like that. Yeah, you have a network you can talk to and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you have to take it in and care for yourself, okay? Whether it's that, like myself, going hiking, hanging out with the dog, just taking a deep breath, okay? You need to figure out, if you're going to, especially anything in life, but especially with entrepreneurship, figure out where your recharge points are, okay? What recharges you? Because like I always preach, being an entrepreneur, you got to hit it 12 to 16 hours a day, okay? But luckily, with that, you have that flexibility to say, you know what, I need to pull back and recharge. So like yesterday, for example, 1:30 in the afternoon, I was able to pull back and say, I need to go for a hike. Okay, if I had a 9-to-5 job, I couldn't do that. Okay, but to counteract that, I was still working on schoolwork and regular work until probably about 10 o'clock last night. Okay, so if there's any takeaway from this, understand that you're going to have those lamb mornings, you're going to have those lion mornings. Okay, you got to roll with the punches, go with the flow, and figure out and find out and do what recharges you. Make sure you keep yourself, keep that tank full. Okay, so if anybody needs to chat about it, talk about it, we're all here to support each other. If those of you in Virginia, have a nice sunny Tuesday. Those elsewhere, if the weather's bad, have a nice sunny day anyway. I'll talk to you tomorrow, folks. Take care.